head coach Josh Schertz and sophomore Cam Carden. Coach, we'll start with you. Opening comments about the game. Just talk to Coach Boone. 19-point average and the 2 wins against them this year, tournament time. Everything changed and they came out with a great effort, but you guys looked like a veteran team out there, winning a close game down the stretch.
Yeah, I thought, they did a really good job of muddying the game up, making it ugly, and that's how they had to play to win, to give their team the best chance to win. And, come postseason, come tournament time, a lot of games are not going to be pretty. You got to grind and find ways to win. And, we have a tendency to sometimes to be too pretty or not be as good at these grind games we need to be. But this was exactly what we needed, heading into tomorrow and obviously into the NCAA tournament next week. I mean, those games are going to be, you're not going to come out and shoot 60% against the NCAA tournament. So this was good for us. I thought, like I said, he made an ugly game. The game had no rhythm, no flow, but that was the way they needed it to be. And they hats off to them. They played great, and they definitely made us work.
Cam, kind of same question for you. These situational games where you don't only go out and win the second half by 20 and cruise down the stretch, you guys are being put in different situations the last couple of weeks and finding different ways to win. How important that is for a player? We know how much a coach likes to see that.
Like Coach was saying, we struggled the last couple of games putting deep down the stretch, closing games out. But tonight it was a slow-paced game. They worked their offense, so they got a perfect shot, and they executed well. And they made us work, and if we didn't hedge on the screen or show, it was bucket. And Justin Steigerwald played great defense, and everybody played great help side and perimeter defense. And we just lucky we came out with a win and big better players inside. Coach
Desmond obviously frustrated tonight. Got early foul trouble. We've seen some games from him like that this year, and kind of got out of the rhythm. And Demario stepped up, had a big game, and Coach Boone said he thought Garrett down the stretch was the key for you.
Yeah, there's no question. When Dez has some nights, and he's played here in the league, so he's pretty good. But he definitely has some no-shows, and tonight was a no-show. Got himself in early foul trouble, and that's Klempen's a load down there. At 6'10" and 240. It seems like he's 7'10" and 340 when you watch him. But he's tough to guard, and got Dez in foul trouble. I thought Demario stepped up and made some big time plays, and we have two of the best players in the league, those two guys, and that's why they're two first team all league players. And Jim's right. I thought Daryl, he missed the last 4 games being suspended, and so he hadn't even he hadn't practiced in 2 weeks. So for him to come off and off suspension and to make those plays down the stretch and make tip-ins and just come up and make some big-time plays. Obviously, he was key down the stretch. I told him that thank God he made all those plays, because when he shot the ball with 31 seconds on the shot clock, up 6 and missed it, I was about to kill him. But he made all the plays before that, and he did a great job defensively too. So I was happy with him on both ends of the floor.
Cam, 34 minutes tonight, only had 1 point, but that was part of Tusculum's scheme. What they do to give you trouble, and to your credit, you didn't go out there and force a lot of shots, just played within the scheme.
I mean, I know what Coach Boone was thinking. I think I scored my career high last time on the 26, and he got my space and trailed all my screens I was coming off of, and didn't let me get a shot up. And they played tremendous defense on me. I can't give all respect to them on that. But when they did that, it's opened up our inside game, and Demario showed that he can play. And then, of course, like you said, Daryl Garrett came off the bench and played tremendous, giving us some big buckets at the end.
Coach, obviously Desmond had some foul trouble, so did Troutman. What did you do to him on the offensive side? Gave him some problems.
I think he just caught a couple bad breaks. He was the way they play. He was a guy who was going in and digging on the post a bunch. They guarded Demario with Deontay, and like Cam said, and what makes Cam good and what makes Armstrong good, and really a lot of these guys, particularly those two guys, really good is they're no ego guys. If they get 1 shot and we win, they're as happy as they get 15 shots and we win. And we told Cam they're all up in you, which is great, but he's a terrific post feeder. And that opens up, when a guy's all up in your pressure, that opens up the post feeds, really the ball inside of Demario, which caused them to have to come with Troutman a lot of those dig downs. And that's where I think he got his fouls, was him coming down trying to help on Demario, help on Desmond when he got the ball on the post, because they were putting so much pressure on Cam, and Armstrong did a good job limiting their touches, but that also, they're good ball movers and great post feeders, and that showed tonight.
Cam, finally for you, championship tomorrow, quick turnaround. And we know you guys are going to the NCAA tournament, but how important is it to win the tournament as well, going in on riding a high, and you know, Catawba or Wingate, both those teams, probably obviously Catawba, maybe Wingate too, fighting for their tournament lives. How will you guys approach it?
I mean, it's very important because we have 4 rings and we've accomplished 1. We're trying to get another one, so we don't want to let down. We want to get this next ring and head into the NCAAs ready and rolling.
Coach, I know you don't care who you play, but you know, thoughts on the next semifinal and the game tomorrow.
Well, you know, either team would be great. You know, Wingate's won 8 of 9. They're probably playing the last month of the season as well. They're better than maybe anybody in the league. I think they've been the hottest team down the stretch. You know, we beat them to get them to 5-5 back in the end of January, and since then they've lost once. So they've been just tremendous. That would present a great challenge. I think they're you know, an NCAA tournament caliber team, and then you know, obviously. You know, with Catawba, they call this, you know, the Food Lion South Atlantic Conference Tournament, but it's the Jim Baker Invitational. You know, he's here every year in the finals, wins it every year. I mean, he's somehow, some way, at this time of year, he gets his kids to play their best basketball. And you look at them, 4 straight wins. They've basically been in a conference tournament or an NCAA tournament for 4 games. They've been do or die here for the last couple of weeks. So either way, it presents interesting challenges. We swept both teams. But you know, Catawba, we came from 17 down to beat them at their place, and then Wingate we handled relatively easily by 17 and 18. But again, I think their game has elevated here levels the last 4 weeks, so they would present a tremendous challenge. Either way, it'd be great, and we need to come in and try to you know, we've talked about trying to pursue championships, you know, and the regular season was great. And I think that's the best representation of your team is an 18-game run versus a 3-game window. But this is super important to us to come out and try to finish this and get in the NCAA tournament on a good note.
Congratulations to both of you. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.